Hey guys, let's talk about market research and the not so fun side of running an online business. I actually went to school for marketing and learned a lot about this in college and kind of brushed it off and didn't think it was that important. Was I wrong? Market research is very, very important, and let's talk about why we do it, how to do it, and then how to implement it into your dropshipping business. All right, let's do it. So, market research isn't fun, but it makes you money. So, why do we do market research? So, we want to understand our market and our customers, specifically what languages they use, how they speak, the actual words they use, and then what behaviors they make. You want to understand how they operate and dive deep into their mindset and why they buy things and why they use things and why they research brands and why they left a review. All of that matters, right? And we want to understand their desires and the market demands, right? We want to tap into their desires when we're marketing, when we're doing copywriting. We want to figure out why this product is in demand and how do we attack their desires in our advertising, right? Because at the end of the day, we're marketers, and that's what we do. And we do this because we want to increase our success rate. Imagine if we don't do any market research, and I know there's a lot of you guys who don't do market research, and you're wondering why you're not getting sales. It's like how can I give this an example? I mean, basically, you're just throwing up a piece of advertising with no proof of concept, and you're basically playing the lottery and just trying to get lucky. And you will get lucky, and that's why you guys get sales sometimes, and that's why maybe even some of you guys have a winning product and are able to scale it. But if you got lucky, then it doesn't really matter if you can't repeat it, over and over again. And it took me a long time to realize this. But if you do the market research, you're just going to have a better chance of breaking even, being profitable, and being able to scale, right? We do this so we can scale upon proven concepts. And we do market research to read between the lines, kind of understand the target market more than they understand themselves by reading through their words and understanding what problems they face and problems that they don't even know they have, really. I mean, if you read through, which we'll talk about how to do market research, but if you read through your customers' words and the reviews, you'll pick up things that are hidden in between the lines, in between a bunch of different customers, and you start to understand the entire market, the entire niche, market niche. You start to understand your niche very, very well, and it's much easier to advertise to them. And we do this because we have competition. You're not the only one selling the niche. You're not the only one selling the product. So you have to be better. You have to be better than your competition. And to do that, you have to do market research or spend millions in advertising and just trial and error. And you don't want to do that. So this is exactly why we do market research. So let's talk about how we do market research and primary research. Primary research means any resources that are available to us online or in a library that we can just pull off a shelf, basically. Just go to the internet and pull it off. That's primary. Secondary research would be like paying for like a focus group or any insider information, any inside market research that you do, like in-house, would be secondary research. So we use all this free, everything that's free on the internet. So we're doing a lot of primary research. So how do we do that? So the very first thing I do with every single product I test is I find my exact product, if I can, on Amazon. If not, I find a very similar product that has the same target market. Very, very important. And I will read every single one of the Amazon reviews from multiple listings. I'll start reading with the 5 stars, then I'll go to 4, 3, 2, and then I want to read the 1, 2, and 3 stars, the bad reviews. because I want to separate myself and make sure that my product doesn't have these bad reviews attached to them. I want my product to be better than these bad reviews. But reading these reviews, you can easily find claims that your customers are making, that your target market is making, and then you can use that to improve your copywriting, improve your ad angles, better position your product, right? And Amazon is the first place I go to. I mean, they're basically the monopoly in the industry of e-commerce. You guys know that, so utilize them. Don't just avoid them and try to fight them. Utilize them. Utilize Amazon. So, besides Amazon, we can also look at competitors' ads. We definitely want to see if ads are active in the market, whatever platform you're advertising on, whether it be Facebook or TikTok. But when we also look at ads, we can see what type of ads are working. Maybe it's UGC, maybe it's pictures, maybe it's a combination of both. And then we can also pick apart their headlines, their copywriting, and then we can obviously click their Shop Now button and go take a look at their website and do the same exact thing. Read through everything, look at the headlines, look at the colors they're using in the font, literally pick it apart, right? That's doing market research, and it's boring, but you have to do it. That's my dog. And we'll be looking at competitors' landing pages, right? Click the Shop Now button, shop around, figure out how you can implement some of the favorite things that they're doing to your website. And to organize all of this, you want to put oh my God. Sorry about that. And when you're doing all this, you want to put everything into a Google Sheet and organized all your claims, all your headlines, all your notes. I just put everything in a Google Sheet. It's the easiest way to keep it organized. And quite honestly, I have my entire life organized in a Google Sheet. So utilize your free resources. Okay, so how do you actually apply the market research that you took from Amazon, competitors' ads, reviews, just scraping the web of your niche and market? How do you apply that? Well, you can tailor your product to a desire, to a specific character, a specific avatar. This basically means angling your product to solve a certain problem, right? Your product can probably solve a bunch of different desires, but you want to pick the main one, the biggest pain points that you can target and directly go after, right? You don't want to be all over the place trying to solve different problems. You want to pick one and scale your broadest, most important pain and desire. Now, when you come up with these headlines and you come up with these concepts from reading reviews, you can make creatives, you can make ads that are tailored in a specific way, angled to a specific avatar. And when you're doing market research, you're going to be coming up with a bunch of different ideas and concepts. And a concept is basically just an angle, any type of angle that you have for an ad. And then you can even get more specific and be like, who is in the ad? Like maybe it's an unboxing video for an older woman, and then another concept is a younger woman, right? It's like diving into the different personas that are in your ads. So if you're doing market research and you notice a lot of reviews are older women, you definitely want to make ad concepts tailored towards older women. And the idea is to be testing different ad concepts every single week based on your existing research. And you don't just do market research one time, you do it every single week. Every single day, ideally. And you're coming up with new concepts, finding new winning ads, and scaling your winning ads, right? That's the entire process here. And you have to do market research to come up with these advertising concepts, right, to test. So when you're doing market research, you want to angle your product that in a way that it stands out amongst your competition, right? Because people are going to know about your product. People are going to have similar desires that other products solve. But you need to find a competitive advantage during your market research, and you can do this by angling your product to something that stands out. And that would be, if anything in your business stands out, that would be your competitive advantage. Like, for example, the gym I go to is open 24 hours, right? And it's called Anytime. It's simply their name is their competitive advantage. And Anytime Fitness, it's open 24 hours. So they tailored their gyms, right? We're going back to product tailoring. They tailored their gyms towards people that want to work out at times when a gym's usually closed, right? And then for advertising concepts, it's pretty easy to go after that. You want to hammer the angle that you can work out at 12 a.m. You can work out whenever you want to. You get your own key fob, right? Those are all different concepts that you can talk about in ads. Okay. And when you're doing market research, you're obviously going to see a bunch of different prices for products and similar products and products in your niche. So doing this, you can find out your highest level, your higher ticket products in your niche, and then you also see your lower ticket products in your niche. And doing this, you can come up with a good price for your product, and obviously you need good margins. What you're selling it for minus your cost of goods sold. That all plays a role in pricing as well. But if you understand your market's pricing, you can better price your products without just a blind eye. And then I did this a lot in college, but is doing a SWOT analysis. So that's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You can go print out like SWOT analysis templates and then actually fill it out and go through each one. And that gives you a great understanding of the market, specifically for your industry, for your product, for your niche. I haven't done one of these in a while, since college, but I mean, looking back on it, it is very, very helpful to do a full SWOT analysis. But yeah, that is it, guys. So with all that being said, I want to show you guys an example of a winning store that started off as a drop shipping brand and has now, turned into its own, I guess, pioneer in a sense, because, I mean, they're really branded. They really stand out compared to dropshipping stores, and I'll just show you guys. So it's roseskinco.com, and I mean, they're just doing everything right. So let's look at their product. Their main product is the Lumi right here, and all of these headlines, all of these questions they're answering, it comes from market research, and they understand how to speak to their ideal avatar, their ideal customer, right? And you guys can go ahead and pick this apart and, I guess, reverse engineer it for your guys' own products in your own stores. But man, this is just a really, really good store. And anyone who needs help with store creation as well, definitely check this out. roseskin.co.com. I don't really like the name roseskinco.com. Doesn't really make sense, but all right, guys. Why can't I pull this up? That's weird. All right, guys. Well, that's it. If you guys like this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. I post every single day on my story, just valuable content that I go through every single day. And I just dropped my first free course. It's hosted on School. So if you guys want to check that out, there'll be a link down below as well. All right, guys. Peace.